A mother is mourning the loss of her daughter tonight.
Yeah, the 31-year-old disabled woman died of an epileptic seizure a few weeks ago here. 6 on Your Side investigator Don Dare says she passed away less than half a year after the government cut her benefits, including the medication she apparently needed.
Yeah, Don, we remember her.
Yeah. We first reported Amy Shinelli's story last fall, and you know, we never thought it would end this way, unfortunately. To her friends and to her family, Amy, a former factory worker, was fun, kind, and vivacious. She battled with epilepsy most of her 31 years. Believing her seizures were finally under control, Social Security threw her curveball last September. Her benefits ended, including prescription medications she depended on to be seizure-free. The rest of the story is tragic.
Your baby there?
Yeah, my sweet Amy.
Amy Shinelli is missed.
This picture was taken just about a month before she died.
Amy passed away February 17th, just before her 32nd birthday.
The kindest soul.
Sylvia Shinelli and her daughter were best of friends.
It shouldn't have happened. She shouldn't have died.
Today's Tuesday. I already took my morning meds.
We first met Amy and her mother Sylvia last September when they were checking on Amy's final supply of medications used to control her epilepsy, a neurological disorder she developed as a teenager. A few months earlier, Social Security sent a letter informing Amy that her benefits, including her prescription drugs, would stop at the end of September.
Omphie, Lamictal.
On disability for several years, Amy had been receiving 4 powerful anti-seizure drugs and had been seizure-free since 2015. Then Social Security informed her she was no longer sick.
We've decided that your health has improved and now you're able to work. This means that your benefits will stop.
At the time, Amy feared that without her pills, her seizures would reoccur.
I couldn't imagine what would happen if I'm off of my medicine for a week. I could roll into seizures after one.
Amy went back to the Social Security office last fall, and while her appeal was under consideration, the benefits stopped. Nevertheless, 3 of the drug manufacturers provided her with samples, but 1 did not. At her home last week, Sylvia Shinelli said without the full supply of prescription pills, Amy relapsed in late October.
She started a big whirlwind of seizures. She had a whole lot of seizures because one of the medicines didn't come through.
She was never right after the medications had been interrupted.
No, things changed drastically. She had seizure after seizure after seizure. Once you stop your medicine so abruptly, you go into a tailspin of seizures and you don't come out of it.
Amy wrote to Congressman Jimmy Duncan's office last fall. Her letter convinced the government to resume her benefits. That happened in January of this year. But on February 17th, from her apartment, Amy texted her mother. She had had a bad seizure. Please come. Sylvia rushed to Knoxville from her home in Dandridge.
Amy was on her stomach and she had already died. She died from a seizure.
And you feel that wasn't necessary?
It wasn't.
What Amy wrote to her father when he was dying a few years ago is poignant.
In difficult times, seek God.
Mrs. Shinelli says Amy, who was deeply religious, is in a better place today, but she wishes someone at Social Security had listened.
I don't think my Amy would have died if there wasn't a cut in her medicine.
Now, before Amy passed away, Social Security told us last September that there was no indication that dizziness Miss Shinelli experienced seriously affected her activities. Sylvia Shinelli told us last week, despite Amy's medications being renewed at the beginning of 2017, that episode her daughter had last October seriously affected her health, and Amy never fully recovered. And Lori and Ryan, we know that these issues with Social Security come up with a lot of disabled people, but you know, when the person affected dies, that's really tragic.
Especially someone so young.
Yeah, and so fun-loving as she was, as we remember her.
Sweet, sweet girl.
Yeah.
All right, Don, thank you.
Thank you,
So
Dawn.
sad.
Well, you can see Dawn's 6 on Your Side reports every Monday and Wednesday right here at 5 o'clock. And if you have a consumer question, send Dawn an email at ddare@wate.com, or you can give him a call. The 6 on Your Side hotline number 865-633-5974.